Story number 1. The Little Red Hen. Once upon a time, there was a little red hen who lived on a farm. One day, she found some wheat seeds in the field. The little red hen had an idea. She asked the other farm animals, "Who will help me plant these seeds?" The cow, the duck, and the pig were busy playing and said, "Not I," they all replied. So, the little red hen planted the seeds all by herself. She watered them every day and watched them grow. When the wheat was ready to harvest, the little red hen asked again, "Who will help me harvest the wheat?" The cow, the duck, and the pig were still busy playing and said, "Not I," they all replied. So, the little red hen harvested the wheat all by herself. She worked hard to turn the wheat into flour. Finally, the little red hen said, "Who will help me bake the bread?" This time, the cow, the duck, and the pig were eager to help. They all said, "I will," but the little red hen shook her head and said, "No, no, I will do it myself." She baked the bread, and when it was ready, the delicious smell filled the air. The other animals gathered around, wanting to share the bread. The little red hen smiled and said, "I asked for help, but none of you wanted to. Now, I will enjoy the bread all by myself." And she did, savoring the fruits of her hard work. The other animals learned that, if they didn't help, they wouldn't get to enjoy the rewards, and from that day on, they all learned the importance of teamwork and helping each other. Story number 2. The Rainbow Fish. Once upon a time, in the deep blue sea, there lived a beautiful fish named Rainbow. What made Rainbow special was its shimmering scales that sparkled with all the colors of the rainbow. Rainbow loved swimming through the coral reefs, and as it passed by, the other fish would gaze in awe at its dazzling scales. But Rainbow was not happy. It felt lonely, for no one wanted to be its friend. One day, Rainbow decided to seek advice from the wise old octopus. The octopus listened carefully, and then said, "To have friends, you must share your most prized possession, your sparkling scales, with others." Rainbow hesitated at first, but the wise words made sense. Slowly, it began giving away its scales to the other fish in the sea. As it did, something magical happened. The once lonely rainbow fish now had friends all around. The other fish were delighted to have a piece of Rainbow's shimmering scales. The ocean became a more joyful and colorful place. Rainbow learned that true happiness comes from sharing and making others happy. From that day on, it continued to share its scales, and its friendship grew. The once solitary fish became the heart of the vibrant coral community. And so, in the deep blue sea, the rainbow fish and its friends swam together, creating a beautiful tapestry of colors and spreading happiness wherever they went. Story number 3. Benny's first day of school. Benny had been looking forward to his first day of school for weeks. He woke up early, put on his new backpack, and headed to the school with a mix of excitement and nervousness. As Benny entered the classroom, he saw a room filled with colorful posters and friendly faces. The teacher, Mrs. Johnson, welcomed him warmly. She introduced Benny to the class, and soon, he found a seat next to a boy named Alex. During the day, Benny participated in fun activities and made new friends. They played games during recess, shared snacks, and giggled together. Benny realized that school wasn't as scary as he thought. In the afternoon, Mrs. Johnson read a fascinating story, and Benny was captivated. He discovered a love for books and couldn't wait to explore more stories. As the day came to an end, Benny felt a sense of accomplishment. He was proud of himself for facing his fears and making friends. Mrs. Johnson gave each student a sticker for a great first day, and Benny's sticker had a big, smiling star on it. On his way home, Benny couldn't stop talking about his adventures at school. His parents listened with smiles on their faces, happy to see their little one thriving on his first day. That night, Benny went to bed with a heart full of joy and anticipation for the many more exciting days of learning and friendship ahead. And so, Benny's journey through school began, filled with laughter, new experiences, and the promise of countless adventures. Story number 4. The Lost Kitten. One sunny afternoon, Emily discovered a tiny, fluffy kitten in her backyard. It looked scared and lost, with big, round eyes that tugged at her heart. She gently scooped up the little kitten and brought it inside. It meowed softly, seeking comfort. Emily gave it a bowl of warm milk and a cozy blanket to curl up on. Concerned for the lost kitten, Emily decided to make lost kitten posters with a picture of the furry friend. She walked around the neighborhood, putting up posters on trees and poles, hoping to find its owner. Days passed, and the kitten, now named Whiskers, became part of Emily's family. She played with Whiskers and took good care of it, but she never stopped searching for its original home. One day, as Emily was putting up posters near the park, she heard a joyful voice calling, "Whiskers, where are you?" "Whiskers," a little girl came running, and Emily's heart skipped a beat. It turned out that Whiskers belonged to the little girl, Lily, who had been missing her furry friend terribly. Lily and Whiskers were reunited, and Emily couldn't help but smile as she saw the joy in Lily's eyes. Lily thanked Emily for taking care of Whiskers and gave her a heartfelt hug. As they walked away, Emily felt a mix of happiness and a bit of sadness. Whiskers had found its way back home, and although Emily would miss the playful kitten, she knew it was the right thing to do. From that day on, Emily and Lily became friends, and Whiskers had two loving homes. The backyard, that was once a place of lostness, had now become a garden of friendship and joy. And so, the tale of the lost kitten had a happy ending, bringing smiles and warmth to everyone involved. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe this channel for more videos.